What's up? 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 Ladies, what's up? What's up? I am your nosy neighbor lady. This is your nosy neighbor lady show. And you know, you know me. The natural progression or the natural polar opposite of the 4B movement and the decentering men movement is the sprinkle sprinkle movement. And I was just wondering for black women, if you're not for being or decentering, are more black women gonna start sprinkling? Because it's just like, or are black women gonna continue to settle for situationships? And we have people saying, women saying, oh, I'm deleting dating apps and there's nothing there, and I'm just gonna start sprinkling, or I don't want to be with a man, period. And it's just like, which side are y'all on? And some people, sprinkling is working for them. I don't think that Shira 7 is getting this big and going viral 2 and 3 times over because it's not working. I think that the backlash she gets, because even on how she clarified on her channel, like, if you're looking for a this or that, this is not for you. That we're getting money over here. You know, ma'am, we're getting money, ma'am. And it's just so funny. Her sense of humor is very funny. And I think that's a part of her appeal because she's so direct and so straightforward. And I just think that, y'all want sprinkle sprinkle? And you know, of course, my message with the sprinkle sprinkle all the time is, when are you going to give up the underwear? Are you going to give up the underwear? Can you be successful dating a man over a long period of time and he not require intercourse? And he's not going to want to feel this or feel that or touch this or touch that or put it here, put it there. Like, where do you want me to put it? You know what I'm saying? And that's my only discrepancy with that. And I think what she does with that is leave room for interpretation. Or she say, make sure you're paying all your bills, ma'am. And I think that, of course, that's unrealistic. For some women, I noticed that when I was younger, we had friends and sisters and families where if you wanted to know something about a man, like, girl, I want to do this, how do I do it? And you could ask people. And I think now, since we don't have woman relationships, and with the internet and not really having girlfriends and stuff that we trust and who, you know, are in our corner, they don't tell other women what to do or give them game. I remember when I was coming up, yeah, I got advice and stuff from women, but when I would ask, how do I get the money in my hand? It was like, I don't know, you know, like, or they wouldn't tell me, or they in fact themselves wasn't getting money in their hands, which we now see on the internet with so many women in these struggle love stories, you know. And I didn't realize back then, which I realize now, when I did meet guys who did stuff for me and took me places, it would make other women jealous. Like, why do she get to go, or why did he help her? My mom did tell me to get something from a guy. I think she just didn't tell me all the things she told my sister, whatever those things are. But it's just like, women go on apps and act surprised that men want to have intercourse. And they have intercourse, and a guy tells them, I'm not really looking for anything, and then they act surprised. And it's just the funniest thing ever. Just because a man sleeps with you don't mean he like you. And that's why I think sprinkling is important, because if you do want something from a guy, you need to get it up front and direct up front. He need to take you there up front. Even our nutcase Latino guy we're not dealing with him. But even with him, the first day he took me out. The second day we went to the store. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's not possible to not get things from a man without intercourse. But what I am saying is that you have to be negotiating and manipulating. It just is what it is. And then women are like, oh, I don't want to go through all that. And that just sounds like too much. It's called the game for a reason. It's the dating game. It's the love game. It's the mating game. You need game to play the game. When men say, oh, I love you so much, and they really don't, and they're just trying to get in your pants, that's a game. That's a game. It's like you need to have your defenses up and your walls up. When she have all them women asking her questions about this and that and this, and she said, well, do this and do that and do that. Because you have to have a technique when you're with men. That's one of the reasons why I'm been not dating so long, because your mind, you got to be ready for the comeback and to be playing that game back and forth, because it's a game. It's a game, and you need some game. I always go on kicks on lives and stuff. Be like, y'all just ain't got no game. Y'all ain't got no game, because y'all don't got no game. And for this lady to actually be giving out free game is awesome. Like, she don't even have to do that. Like, even if you notice on here, you'll have women saying, oh, you shouldn't be sprinkling. Oh, don't do that. Or you should get a man like this. You should get a man like that. You should get a man like this. But they never tell you how. Because for one, they might not even know. For two, they not going to tell you their business and their game and what they doing and who they got in their pocket, who giving them this, that, and the other, because they don't want you to have nothing. Women are very competitive, very envious, very jealous, especially in the black community. Very, very jealous. And it's just like, you telling somebody to go find love, but what does that look like? You telling somebody to go find marriage, but how did you find your man? You know what I'm saying? And they never give you these tools and trinkets to do the things that they're telling you to do. And we know that we just have a lack of relationship and a lack of female camaraderie, so we don't give it to each other. Now, here and there, you might see somebody, but they could never, any woman that I believe from the bottom of my heart who is on here, whatever her message is, as a black woman, I think she's doing the best she can to help you. But can they take what Shira is doing for women away? No. Do I watch Shira every day? No. But I watch her when I want those, because I know I'm going to get back out there and I got to be ready for this new dating game. I know that my skills in dating, the foundation is laid. Even when I listen to her, I know some things will work for me, some things will not work for me. Even when she did that video on seduction and how to look seductive and all that stuff, I know that's a joke to me. I'm not a seductive looker. I'm a smiler. I'm a laugher. If I'm a flirt, which I'm a horrible flirt, because I talk so much and people talk to me so much, I could never tell if they're flirting or just talking. And I just got a talking personality. But I laugh. I smile. That's how I flirt. I laugh. I smile. I'm not the best with eye contact. I'm not. Never have been. But when somebody's talking, I'm good at looking and looking away and looking. All that stuff is a real game. All that stuff is a real game. All that, when she said, oh, you need to look your best, and what hairstyle do you feel more comfortable in, and how you wear your clothes, all of that matters. All of that matters. Even I think she just did one, you should be mean to a man. It's just so funny, because being like abuse, I'm telling y'all, they do. They really do. Or if you're too calm and too peaceful, they just want to walk all over you. They just don't try to walk all over you. I've seen that too with me in my life. And I don't know, just having a smart mouth and a snappy comeback has always worked for me. It's my charm. But I just feel like, should y'all be getting something? If y'all, even one girl, I watched a video, and she was talking about she deleting dating apps. A girl with a fro. I don't know if y'all seen her. A girl with like a fro, it was like a weave fro or something. And she was like, yeah, I told him I'm looking for somebody to marry to play in the playground at 2 a.m. in the morning. And then the guy say, I'm looking for friends in the middle of the night too. She's like, where'd you get that from? The delusion of women. You say you want to see people at 2 a.m. or play on the playground at 2 a.m. That's insinuating you want to bust down. Okay, you want to bust down. And it's just like, then when he said it back to her, she didn't like the way it sounded. Because women are not honest about what they want and their intentions. You cannot hook a man with your body. You can't. Unless you're doing the over-the-top, extreme, pound town nature secrets of the world. Because everybody has a vajayjay. Believe it or not. Every woman does. Believe it or not. I know women don't know that. Unless you're doing super tricks, soft and this and that. And then he's probably gonna think that you do it all the time, and it's scary, especially if you're not demanding anything for it and you're just doing all these hang from the chandelier moves from strip clubs and stuff. But it's still like, If you want that, say that. But what is your date amount? How many dates do you want to be on? What is your monetary amount? How much money do you want him to spend on you? What is the time limit? I think that's all on one woman to figure it out. And I think the only way to figure it out is to get out and date. Get out and actually date. I saw one video, girl, she was like, oh my God, it was sprinkle, sprinkle work. And the man was reviewing the video. I didn't watch him review it. And I was so glad he just played it in the beginning. And he looked so mad and so disgusted that women are hiring their standards. And all this free poom poom is not for consumption. We see that with the guy who say just settle. We see that with the girls, even with the 4B girls, added to the sprinkle girls, is pushing a lot of men out the dating pool and nobody wants them. Now, whether you should date an older guy who is older or uglier or whatever, I've dated older guys naturally all my life. I've dated ugly guys because they always just treated me better. Have I had some good looking ones? I didn't have some good looking guys. But did I get as much? No, I didn't. I didn't get as much from them. I did not get as much from them. And it was a lot of ego tripping out. Have I dated ugly guys with egos? Yeah. I still got more from them. And it's just like you will have to make a decision on how attraction shows up in your life. Because even me, I might not be attracted to a guy, but by the time he do this and that and this for me, I'm in love. I'm there. I'm riding. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? By the time he take me here and take me there, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? But even with dating out, I find that I don't need the attraction like that because I'm attracted more to things and how he makes me feel and what he's going to give me and where he's taking me. And not having an attraction like that to black men anymore. I think it was a reprogramming of my mind that went on. And I do feel like when your mind change, your body change. When you change your body, you change your mind. I think all that goes in with that. But it's if you want it. I've always liked guys who were thinner or thicker built, but not really fat guys. And like I told you, my ex-boyfriend, he was pretty fat, pretty like sloppy fatty, like. And you know, to have him, didn't we talk about that on the Educated Lion video? That box just popped up like I'm not even here. But we talked about that on the Educated Lion video. But it's just like, for me, I just find that attraction is not that big of a deal. I just don't want nobody heavy because I'm heavy. So it's like I'm putting the weight in this relationship. I don't need no help. Like, I don't want your stomach touching my stomach. But will I? If I met a guy who I liked and he had I'll do a beer belly. But it just depends on what you want. Just depend on what you want. That's why I always say find yourself, know yourself. But then in dating, you need to know what you want and what you seeking and what you looking for and what you going for and what you not going for. When women get on here and say red flag, red flag, red flag, men are walking red flags. They're gonna do things that men do. Y'all really do want men to be women, and it's very weird. It's like, oh, I want him to do this and I want him to say that and I want. Life is not no fairy tale. It's not no fairy tale, and men is not gonna be perfect. Women are not perfect. But if you're getting what you want out the deal, you played the game perfectly. So if it falls through, if he ghosts you, if it don't go where you thought it was going, you be like, oh, at least I got this. That's how I feel. It do. And you don't feel as used and abused because you played the game and got something. Ta-da! Did y'all watch that movie Cher? It's a movie named Cher on Tubi. It's a really good movie. Really good for that futuristic computer stuff. It's really good if y'all don't got nothing to watch. It's Cher with a question mark if you don't got nothing to watch. But I just find it so fascinating that women are higher in their standards and getting more standards. And I think our inclination is to want to say black women are not doing this in the masses for 4B. Back to that, of course. And I think that's okay. Because if enough girls do it where it matters, that's all that matters. It don't matter if Lil Bonetta doing it or, Lil Glockiana not doing it. It don't matter. She's not going anywhere anyway. She has nothing to do with her life anyway. It matters if you go to the store, if you're going to buy the off-brand chips, or can you afford the Lay's or the Flaming Hot Cheetos. That's what matters. We don't need all to make something happen, because even with that, combined with Sprinkle Sprinkle, it's going to keep these men with a dry pain. So even that movement connected with this movement. And if women are deleting day naps, women so emotional and lie. But even with that, connected with that, and that is putting a value and a higher price on the vajayjay. We all don't have to do the same things the same way. And I really learned that with y'all 4B and the centering, but when y'all hit me with the descent, I was like, what, girl? What? I mean, not the descent of the 4B. Y'all have been just sent. Y'all didn't believe that. But now I do believe it. Now I do believe it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all made me a believer, but it's just like, excuse me. I just feel like nothing is going to look like what we think it is. But if the goals are the same or aligned in a way, that's all that matters. My way might not look like your way. Your way might not look like my way. But if at the end of the day, we're making better dating choices, be it a provider guy or be it a nothing at all, giving yourself self-love, going out with yourself, taking yourself out, or getting somebody else to do it. I think that that's what matters overall. I think that women should not keep focusing on the how and focus on the end goal is to not have fatherless home. The end goal is to, if you do have children, that he will have a father who can provide for him. I think that we all are going to do things differently. And it's just so funny that but even with Sprinkle Sprinkle, she's like, oh, you got to look good. And I think any woman should always put her best foot forward in looks. I could be biased with that in a way. I do value beauty over here. We talk about pretty. I do believe in black women beauty. I do believe that every woman is beautiful. I do believe it's too much hair and makeup out here for women to be crying they're ugly. I do believe it's too many cute outfits and black women have too many nice figures to be complaining about, oh, I'm plus size, he's not going to want me, or the only women who date out are thin, or the only women who get attention have wigs and weaves, or when we want to, even the other one, oh, they only like natural hair. And I think that all that is just a ploy to keep you from finding happiness and thinking, and to keep your self-esteem low. Like, every woman is capable of being beautiful. Do it take a little more time? Even when I put on my makeup every morning, it's like, are you really putting this on every day? Yeah, I do. I can't help it now. I'm not secure in my skin. It look patchy. It look blotchy. It's one dry spot here and one dry spot there. And this. And if I go out and it's dry and I don't know it's dry, I'm just looking crusty in the face. I don't hang with mirrors all day. I don't carry no mirror in my purse. So it's just like, even like if a day come and I wipe my eyebrow off accidentally, I don't even carry a pencil to fix it. So it's just like we all learning on this journey, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't put too much pressure on yourself to be 4B or to decenter or to sprinkle. Whatever you want to do is your choice. I just think all these relationships that are not serving you or helping you is just a bad investment in your time and in your youth. You know what I'm saying? And I think if you're going to deal with guys or have intercourse and give them your body, you should definitely have a plan for them. And if they're not going to give it to you, another man will. And I just think that for women who watch stuff and be like, oh, is he going to give me this? And it's just like, if he ain't been giving it to you, ma'am, he not. You got to get another one. That's why she always say, get another one, ma'am. Get another one. From people in these crazy, disastrous relationships, I just feel bad for y'all. I don't know what y'all going to do. But I don't know. It's just a beautiful time for black women right now, and I'm definitely curious to see what the summer is going to look like, and are you all going to still be for being when the sundress season come over, or will you all be for skeeting? I don't know. I don't know. But we're definitely gonna see. We're definitely gonna see, and I would definitely be here to report my adventures or misadventures because I know I gotta go outside and get me something. I got to get up and get out and get something. And it's just like I'm wondering, am I wearing my natural hair this week at work? I don't know. I guess we'll find out together. I'm just trying to figure out which products hold and stay and what don't hold and stay, and if it's gonna turn white, because I had bought a lot of jars of just different stuff, and I'm just finding what I'm comfortable with. Even when I did the ponytail last week and the hairs was like poofing out or something, but my ponytail was still there, but it wasn't like slicked, and how comfortable I still was with the way it looked because it matched the hair I had in my head. I'm just wondering what this week gonna bring. So I hope this week been treating you well. I hope it's been going well and you stay beautiful and you stay wonderful. And I will see you on the flip side on Dip Side. Bye.